Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to my new video which I have made for noon and ya. In this lesson we are going to learn about the letter noon and the letter ya as a consonant, and we will learn as a long vowel, ya as a long vowel. So quickly we will come to the lesson first. In this lesson we will learn how to pronounce noon. So the phonetic rules for noon is, as in English you say N, the same sound is with noon. How are you going to pronounce? First, the sound of the noon, it comes with the help of your tongue. The tip of the tongue, when it touches at the back of the gums of the upper incisors. The back gums of the upper incisors, it is the spot where you will touch your tongue with the tip of your tongue and pronounce noon. So exactly that's how you will pronounce noon. It is a light letter. And here you can see in this box, noon is with all the three short vowels. And how do you say with all the vowels? Noon fatha na, noon kasra ni, noon dhamma nu. And in this box you can see noon with shadda and with the all three short vowels. So ba, fatha, noon, shadda and fatha. The shadda is with fatha. So this is ban na. How are you going to pronounce? As I have clearly told you before, shadda means there is two letters. Here ba is with fatha. Ba is with fatha. Ba and noon. The first noon is with sukoon and the second noon is with fatha. This is how you will recognize whenever any letter is with shadda. In this case, the noon is with shadda. In short, you will write as noon shadda with fatha. Why? Because the second noon is with fatha. So the first noon is pronounced with sukoon, sukoon where you stop on the letter noon, ban, and in continuation you will again pronounce noon with fatha, ban na. That's how you will pronounce the letter with a shadda, ban na. Same with ban ni. As you can see, there is a kasra below the shadda. And in ban nu, shadda with a dhamma. First noon with sukoon, the other noon with dhamma. So let's quickly come to the letters here. As I have given on my whiteboard all the letters in Arabic, how many letters have we completed right now? We have completed ba, because they look alike, they are the same letters, ba, ta and sa. The first unit was consisting of ba, ta and sa. Now in the second unit we will be completing noon and ya. So the first letter we are learning is noon, which is a light letter, and the second which is a letter also and a long vowel also. So first we will do noon, as here we have completed the makharaj or the articulation of noon and how it is read with all the three short vowels and with the shadda and short vowels. So in this box you can see there are some random words with the short vowels and shadda. It is a reading practice to tell you how to read with the letter noon and other letters that we have previously completed, like ba, ta and sa. So the first one is noon fatha ba fatha naba. We will not prolong the sound as it is with short vowels. Ba dhamma noon fatha buna. Ta fatha sa sukun. What will we do? Tas noon kasra. Tas ni. Tas ni. Ba kasra noon sukun bin. And ta dhamma bin tu. Then ta fatha ba fatha noon shadda and fatha ta ban na. Ta ban na. How will you break down this word? As ta, ba and noon. Ta, ba, noon sukun, and there will be another noon with fatha, taban na. So we will see here noon fatha, ba, shadda with fatha, nab, ba, ta. How are you going to pronounce? Nab. The first ba will be sukoon like with noon. The first ba will be with sukoon, nab. Then the other ba will be fatha, nab, ba, ta. Now, as in English, you can see the B is written twice. That means it will be pronounced twice. The first B will be with sukoon, the other B will be with fatha. Nabbata. Ba damma, noon, sukoon, and another noon with kasra. Bun, ni. Bun, ni. The first N will be with sukoon, the second will be with kasra. Bun, ni. Remember, it is an important point here that an Arabic word cannot start with shadda. This is very important. As a beginner, you should keep this in mind every time. Now, in this table, we see there are, in previous lesson, we did learn about from numbers from 1 to 5. Now, in this lesson, the numbers are from 6 to 10. I have given all the number names here, and you can take down the spelling of all the number names and some vocabulary with the meaning. So let's see first the numbers, how they are written. Arabic 6, sitta. How are they pronounced? Sitta. So you can see the spellings here. Sitta, sab'a, thamaniya, tis'a, and ashara. So these are for reading purposes. You can do it for your practice. Let's move on to the noon and the vocabulary. So let's see how noon is written. As I have told you before about ba, ta and tha. The writing rules for ba, ta, tha are the same for noon. Noon is also written in the joining handwriting similarly like ba, ta and tha. As you can see, the first half is cut. The first half is taken in joining handwriting and the later half is deleted. Now we will see if noon is written at the starting of a word. When it is written, it's written the first half only. Noon, alif and ra. In this case, you can see there is a long vowel because it does not have a haraka over it. Noon, alif, nar. And the count of the sound will be 2. Nar. You have to prolong your sound. Why? Because it is a long vowel here. Narun. Insan. When the noon is in between, how will you pronounce? Insan. In this case, the starting letter is Hamza. Why I am saying this is Hamza? If you see, you may think that this letter is Alif. Similarly, here, as you can see here, it's Alif. No, it's not Alif. Why I am saying it's not Alif? Because you can see a small Hamza sitting under it. What is this Hamza doing? Actually, what you see this letter as Alif here is not coming as a letter, but as a seat of Hamza. Now you can see here, there is a letter here known as Hamza. We will do this letter later inshallah, but for your confusion I want to clear this out now, that this Hamza is a letter. In all the Arabic letters it is a letter, but there are writing rules. When you write Hamza, you cannot write Hamza as the starting letter of any word. In case of this word insan, I cannot write Hamza with kasra and then noon, seen and then alif and noon. I cannot write like this. I have to follow some writing rules for Hamza. Whenever you want to write or start Hamza, this rule is only when Hamza starts as an initial letter in a word, the starting letter in a word. This rule only applies when Hamza starts any word. Then what you do, you put a seat. Hamza usually comes with a seat. In case of Fatha, the Hamza comes above Alif with a Fatha. In case of Kasra, the Hamza comes below Alif with a Kasra. So when it comes below the Alif, that means it is coming with a kasra. When it comes above the alif, it means hamza is coming with a fatha. We will not say alif, but we will say hamza. So in this word, we will say hamza with kasra, noon sukoon, seen fatha, long vowel alif, and noon. So this is insan. Insan. So there are a lot of rules and explanation, but I'm not going to do it now. When the lesson for Hamza comes, then I will explain all the rules for Hamza. Now we can concentrate on noon here. When the noon is in the middle, it is joined from both the sides, from the left and from the right. Ainun. Ainun means I. Now, ain with a fatha and ya sukoon. Since ya has a haraka over it, now we know that this ya is not coming as a long vowel. So, how is ain written? It is written on the line, the curved inverted C, the curve, mirror image of C, like a mirror image of C. So this is ain written on the line actually, ain with fatha, then it continues with ya, and then it continues with noon. And how is noon written? With the full form, a bit above the line, and the curved is written below the line when the noon is the last letter in the word. It's only joined from the right side and not from the left side. Only joined from the right side. I noon. How is udhunun written? Now here also there's a very good example for Hamza. This letter is not Alif, it is Hamza. And how do we know that Hamza? The small Hamza is sitting on Alif. In this case, Alif is only coming as a seat of Hamza. And Hamza carries a Dhamma. And in case if there is a Dhamma, Hamza will always be written on top of Alif. Hamza with Dhamma. U, Zu, Nun. In this case, the is from the letters of, any guesses? The is from the letters of non-connectors. So it is not connected with alif or by noon. Even alif, this is not a normal letter. It is a non-connector. It is the letter from non-connector. So these two letters are from the non-connectors. That's why it's not connected with each other. So this is written separately, Hamza. The is written separately. Since it is a non-connector, it cannot be joined either from the left or from the right, because both are non-connectors, and noon is written separately or isolated. So let's see. Udhun means ear. So let's come to the vocabularies or important points for noon. When noon is final or isolated, it is in the full form beneath the line. It is just below the line, not always beneath the line, just below the line. When noon is initial or medial means the starting or in the middle, its left side disappears and it becomes like ba, ta and sa. As I told you, this side disappears and it is similarly written as ba, ta and sa. Noon can be connected from both the sides. It can be connected from both the sides. Now quickly we will come to the exercise 1. Insakh. Insakh means copy. How are you going to write noon with fatha? When you want to write noon, the starting will be above the line and then the curve side goes just below the line with a dot in between, in the center of noon, and a fatha above it. Similarly, you will write the noon and then kasra below it. Then noon with dhamma, same way with dhamma above it. And noon with shadda, same. You just have to put a shadda over it and with fatha. Then noon, shadda, kasra, shadda and kasra below shadda, not below noon. Noon, shadda, dhamma, noon, shadda and dhamma. Noon plus noon, the first initial noon will be written just like ba, ta and sa, then joining with the last letter which will be joined from the right side only, and Similarly, how you have written noon, then noon plus noon. Don't forget to put the dot that the noon has. Then when there are three noons, you will join without lifting your pen. Noon, noon, again the third noon written in the full form. Noon, noon and noon. So that's how you can write and practice in this table. Let's move on to the exercise 2. Sil was silly means to connect. There are separate letters you need to recognize and remember how these letters are written in joining handwriting, and then you connect. For example, number 1, ba, noon, ta. Remember how they are written? Initially, in the middle, and when they are the last letter. So, ba, and it will be joined without lifting the pen. Noon and ta. Since they are all written similarly, you need to join together. Ba, noon. Don't forget to put the dot on the noon, and ta. Noon, ba, ta. Noon, ba in the middle, ta in the last. So in the last we will write the dots noon, ba and ta. Remember, when you're writing the Arabic script and in joining handwritings, you will first write all the letters without lifting up your pen, and then you put the harakas or the dots where they are to be written. So this is the good way to practice, and it will improve your handwriting. So let's see number 3. Sa, noon, ta. Sa, noon and ta. Sa, noon and ta. Ta, sa, noon. Ta, sa and noon. Just below the line. Ta, sa and noon. Ta, ba, na. Ta, ba and then noon, little bit above and then all together below the line. Ta, ba and na. Let's move on to exercise 3. Aina noon means where is noon? You have to find out the noon in all these vocabulary, and where you find the noon you need to circle the word, and I have given you all the meanings here. And the first word, it is already circled. Can anybody guess where is noon? Yes, the noon is in the middle with sukoon. Binti means girl. Fiqh means Islamic Sharia law. Is there any noon? No. Nasr means help. Noon, yes, it is the initial letter. We will circle this word. Noor means light. Yes, there is a noon initially. Khaliq means creator. Is there a noon? No. Tain means clay or dust. Is there a noon? Yes, the noon is the last letter. We will circle this word. Nabata means plant, any plant. So there is noon. Yes, the initial letter is noon. Nas means people. Yes, there is the initial letter is noon with long vowel. Zail means tail. Is there noon? No, there is no noon. Zanb, yes, there is a noon and it is in the middle with a sukoon. So we will circle this word. What does zanb means? Sin. Sin, your bad deeds. Abda. Is there a noon? No. Nabi, yes, there is initial letter noon. So we will move on to the exercise number 4. Qul wa insakh. Qul wa insakh means say and write. While you're writing, you have to say and write. So let's see. I have already given the spellings of these number letters. You can copy from here. And let's see how we write Arabic letter 6. You can write like this or like this. It looks like a 7, but or you can write like this. And this is like a V, but it's not a V actually. And this is Saba. And how do you write Samania? Samania is just the inverted V. Tisa and Ashara. This is how you write numbers. You can complete it on your own. Then we come to the exercise or last exercise on noon. How to write these words. Nar, insan, ain, and udhun. So, qul wa insakh means say and write. It will be a good practice if you say the pronunciation of a word. It will give you a good practice, and this way you can also memorize the words and spellings. So, let's see. Nar. Starting initial noon, continue with the long vowel. Noon, put the dot with fatha. Na. Then the second letter is Ra. It is also written just above the line and then the other half below the line. Na run. Na run. Insan. How do you write? The seat of Hamza. Hamza below with Kasra. In. Continue writing with Seen, Noon and Seen. Then long vowel Alif. Put the dots Noon, Sa has a Fatha. And then isolated noon. Why is noon isolated? Because this is the long vowel and a non-connector. It cannot connect from the left side, only from the right side. So noon with the matain tanween. Insanun. Ain, as I have already told you, it's a mirror image of C. Ain written on the line. Continue with ya, just written as bata and tha, and then continue joining noon from the right side, a little above the line and everything below the line. So, ain with fatha, ya two dots with sukun, nun with tanween dhammatain. Now you can imagine this picture of noon as a very fat man with a big belly. Udhun. Udhun with the seat of Hamza, and when Hamza comes with a Dhamma, it is written above the seat, or that is the Alif with a Dhamma. U. The is written above the line. Dhu with Hamza, and Noon is isolated with Tanween, Dhammatain. Udhunun. Udhunun. This is how you write these words. You can do it on your own. I will move quickly to the next letter, that is Ya. Ya we will learn as a consonant or as a letter that we use. For example, in yaum, there is a Ya, but it is used as a letter. And we will learn Ya as a long vowel also. But before I start, I would like to give you some examples from the Quran. You can see the noon with shadda and fatha here. I have taken these examples from the Quran. As you can see, this is an ayah from Surah Naba. فَذُوقُوا فَلَنْ. Lan is with sukoon here. فَذُوقُوا فَلَنْ nazidakum. Noon shadda and fatah. How are you going to read it? Nazidakum. So here there are some tajweed rules. I'm not going into tajweed rules, but for you to know how in Quran noon with shadda is coming is just for the example. Nazidakum illa azaba. You can see here also inna, noon shadda fatha. How are you going to pronounce? Inna. Inna yawmal fasli kana miqata. So these are some example for noon from the Quran. So let's start with ya. This is the next letter. With the makhraj and articulation, how we are going to pronounce it. Ya is a light letter, and ya is pronounced with the help of the tongue, middle of the tongue. So as you can see, ya as you say yarn in English, it is the same sound in Arabic, ya. And how are you going to pronounce it? You need to keep your tongue in the middle, but it should be raised. As you see, the tongue is raised in between and it is slightly touching on the roof of the mouth, but not sticking, slightly touching the roof of the mouth. So you can practice right now and see how your tongue is moving, or it is raising or not. Yeah, yeah. So your tongue is not touching the sides of your jaws of the upper or lower jaw or any teeth in front. It's just in the middle, and the middle of the tongue is raised up to the roof of the mouth. But it is slightly touching. It's not touching fully or sticking to the roof of the mouth. Yeah. Yeah. This is how you pronounce yeah. Ya is a light letter. As in this box, you can see again, it is written with all the three short vowels. Ya fatha ya, ya kasra yi, ya dhamma yu. How is it read with shadda? Nay ya, nay ya. Similarly, it is how I have explained you in the case of noon, how it was written with the noon. Similarly, it is written with ya and spoken as noon with ya. The first ya is with sukun. Noon fatha ya sukun nay. Then the second ya will be with fatha. How are you going to pronounce? Nay ya. It's the same. Then noon fatha ya kasra. Noon fatha first ya with sukun, same, plus another ya with kasra, nay, yi. Then noon ya first ya with sukun, nay, plus another ya with dhamma, nay, you. This is how you pronounce with shadda. Now these are random words. We'll go quickly. Noon fatha ya fatha, naya. Ba dhamma and ya kasra, bui. Ba fatha ya sukun bai. Noon kasra bai ni. Ya fatha ba dhamma yabu. And here you can see tha is with dhamma and shadda. How are you going to pronounce it? Ya bu. Ya and bu. What happened in the last letter? There is shadda, so that means there are two tha. Ya, ba, tha. First tha is with sukun. The other tha is with dhamma. Yabuth. First you will stop yabuth and then continue with tha with dhamma. Yabuthu. Yabuthu. Remember, tha is pronounced from the tip of the tongue when it is little bit outside and in between the upper incisors and the lower incisors. Ya dhamma, tha fatha, noon, shadda and kasra. It's the same. You, than, ni. You, than, ni. The first n is with sukun. The second n is with kasra. You, than, ni. Ba fatha, ya shadda fatha and ta fatha. So in this case, ta. The first y is with sukun. The second y is with fatha. ta. Ya dhamma ba fatha and ya shadda and kathra. Noon dhamma. What happens? You ye no. You need to pronounce ya twice. So you buy. The first y is with sukun. The second y is with kasra. You ye no. Let's move on to the first exercise. Iqra wa iqrai. As I said, this command is for male and this command is for female because you can see the sign of femininity, that is the ya. So let's see. Baya, taya, nai, thai. Sa fatha ya sukun thai. It's similar as here. This is a good practice. I'm not going through all of these. You can do it on your own. It's a good practice for you all. Now move on to the writing rules for ya. How is ya written? As you can see, it is the first portion of ya is just like ein. But when you write ya, you don't write this. The first portion, you don't write this. You will just write similarly as you have learned for ba, ta, tha and noon. So that's how you will write ya. So you need to remove this portion and this portion. You need to take only this portion, the portion below. and the two dots. So how are you going to write? Let's see the vocabulary first. The first word is yaum. Yaum means day. So if it is initial, the first letter in the word, how are you going to write? Just like bata, tha and noon, ya, with two dots below. And continuation with the long, is it a long vowel? Who will guess for me? Is it a long vowel? In this case, wow is without any haraka. But don't get confused that wow doesn't have any haraka, so that means it is a long vowel. No. You need to check the previous letter if it's really a long vowel. What do you get? There is a fatha. Does wow goes with fatha? No, wow only goes with dhamma. So in this case, the previous letter does not have a dhamma. It has a fatha. So this proves that this wow is not a long vowel. You're not prolonging the sound of you. You are just saying this as a letter. You're not using it as a vowel, but here you're using it as a letter. Yow. You are saying yow, yeah, fatha, wow, wow, sukoon. Here they should have given a sukoon over it so that the beginner level students do not get confused. But maybe it's a printing mistake. You can put a sukoon over a wow here. So in future you won't get confused. Yow and then meme. Meme goes down. We will learn meme in the later lessons, but for now just concentrate on ya. Yow mon. Khairun. Kha, where is ya in between? When ya is written in between, then it can be joined on both the sides, from the right and from the left. So let's see. Ghaniyun. Ghain is just like Ain. The only difference is it has a dot above it. Noon is in the middle and Ya is the last letter, and still it is joined with Noon because Noon is from the letters that can connect from both the sides. So that's why Ya is joined from the right side. And it's written in the full form. As you remember the rules, writing rules, all the letters that come at the end of the word are written in their full form. So this is ghani, ya with shadda and dhamma. So we will pronounce as ghani, the first ya with sukoon and the second ya with dhamma. Ghaniyun, ghaniyun. Now there is one very important thing here to note down. This ya has to, like you have seen a shadda here. So we know that there are two yas. So I want to ask you a question. In this word, I told you that this vowel is not a long vowel. And why? The proof is there. You check the second letter. Is there any dhamma corresponding haraka? No. So that's why you checked and you came to the conclusion that this vowel is not a long vowel. What about this word? If I write it, break down this word, ghani, ghani with a kasra, noon with a kasra, and ya. The first ya is with, should we put a sukoon? And the other ya is with dhamma. So I want to ask you, should we put a sukoon here or not? Ghaniyun. What happens? When you see before it there was no sukoon here. So when you see if I want to put a sukoon or not here, what should I do? Do you want to put a sukoon here or not? I will check whether this letter is from the long vowel or not. Is this from a long vowel? Yes, this is from a long vowel. But it is a long vowel or not? We will check now. So if it has a sukoon or not here, how we will check? We will check the previous letter. We will check the previous letter. In this case, the previous letter noon has a kasra. As I've told you before, ya goes with kasra. Ya goes with kasra. Since it has a kasra corresponding haraka of ya, that means this ya is a long vowel, coming as a long vowel. So do we need to put a sukoon here? No, we don't want to put a sukoon over a ya as it is a long vowel. Okay. In this case, wow had a sukoon because the previous letter did not have a dhamma. So this is a really important point here. I hope you've understood. The next letter is Shai. Shai means tea. Ghani means rich. Khair, good means anything good. Shai means tea. Now, Shai is written with sheen and long vowel alif and ya. Since ya has a haraka, here it is coming isolated. It's not joined with alif. You can see alif is coming as a non-connector and a long vowel. And this has a haraka. That means this is not a long vowel here, but as a letter. So let's see some important points. When ya is final or isolated, final is in this case and isolated in this case, it is full form under the line. When ya is initial or medial, it means the starting and in between, the left side disappears and it becomes like bata and sa on the line. As I have explained before, ya can be connected from both the sides when it is in the middle, especially when it is in the middle. Let's move on to the exercise how you write ya. Ya is written fully just above the line. The shape is just a curved C, a mirror image of C, or you can see it also looks like an ayn, but the major part of the ya goes down the line just like noon and two dots below it. Ya with fatha, ya with kathra, ya with dhamma, ya with shadda and fatha, ya with shadda and kasra, ya with shadda and dhamma. There are two yas here. First ya, you want to put like this? No, you will not make it like this, but it will be the straight line and down. It will be the straight line and down. I will write it again. Ya, straight line and down. Ya. So you need not put a line in between here. When there are two yas, ya, again, ya, and then straight down. Ya, ya, and ya. So don't make a mistake putting a line over here, a vertical line over here. Let's move on. Exercise number 2, Aina ya. So there I have given some words, vocabularies, meanings. Bait, does it have a ya? Yes, in between with a sukoon. Fiqh, Islamic law, doesn't have a ya. Yusuf, name of a prophet. Ya is initial with a dhamma, yes. Noor, no ya here. Taqi, yes, there is a ya and it is the last letter with shadda and dhamma. So, taqi. Ain, ya, the ya is in between. Tahta, no ya. Yaum, yes, initial letter is ya. Yunus, name of the prophet, yes, there is ya. Then, no. Yameen means right, yes, there is initial ya. Nabi, yes, ya is in the last. So these are the vocabularies in which you can find ya. And the meanings you can take from here. Exercise 3. How do you write numbers in Arabic? 1, 2, واحد اثنان ثلاثة أربعة خمسة ستة سبعة we just like a we then inverted v ثمانية تسعة and عشرة. Please memorize the names of the numbers and the spellings. And then exercise 4. Sil was sili means to join, to connect. How are you going to join it? Ba, ya, ta. Ba, ya, and ta. Ba, ya, and ta. Noon, ba, na. Noon, ba, and na. Noon, ba, na. Ya, ba, ta. Ya, ba, and ta. Do not lift your pen and write in a straight line. Noon, ba, and tha. Noon, ba, and tha. Noon, ba, and ta. Noon, ba, and ta. Noon, ba, and ya is the last, so no need to make a vertical line. Just continuation in the line and just below the line. So noon, ba, and ya. Ba, noon, and ta. Ba, noon, and ta. Ta, tha, and ta. Again. Ta, tha, and ta again. Ba, ya, and noon. Noon is the last letter. It will be written in full form. Ya, ba, noon again the last letter in full form. Ya and ba. And ta, tha, and ta. Ta, tha, and ta. Ta, ya, and noon is the last letter. Ta, ya, and noon. Tha, noon, and no need to put a vertical line here. Tha, noon, and ya. How are you going to write the vocabulary? Now, I have given some examples from the Quran here, how ya comes. So we will do it later. But right now, I'll show you how to write the word with ya. When ya is initial, yaw. So when you come across a non-connector, you can finish your writing and then lift up your pen. Yaw. And put the dots and haraka and then move on. Yaw mun. Yaw mun. Khair. Kha is written on the line, ya, and then a ra just above, and then the major part is just below. Kha, ya, sukoon, and run. Khairun. Ghaniyun. Ghain on the line, noon, continue, and then ya just below the line. Gha, noon with kasra, and ya has a shadda and a dhamma. Ghaniyun. Ghaniyun. Then shayun. A small W and then there is a small tail. Remember, there is a W and then there is a small tail continuing with the long alif. Sheen has 3 dots, but we will learn this letter afterwards. Just because I'm writing, I've just explained you how Sheen is written. And then when there is a non-connector, ya is isolated, written just above and below of the line, putting 2 dots and with a tamatain. This is how you write the vocabulary. Then exercise 5, ifsili means to separate the letters. Fasl means gap. Gap, there is a space, and from that word comes ifsil, to make gaps, to separate. Ifsili. Ta-ba. Ta-ba-na. Ta-ba-na. Nabata, noon, ba, and ta. Banata, ba, noon, and ta. Fa and noon. Fa and noon and ta. Let's come to this portion of the lesson, and it's very important. I have given some information on this. Jazakallahu khairan, as you can see in my whiteboard. Normally, in Arab people, when they thank each other and they are thanking common anything, like in English, you say thank you for each and everything, you just say randomly thank you. So the translation of thank you is shukran, and welcome means afwan. And in answer, when somebody tells you thank you, you say afwan. But there is another way how you thank. In Arabic countries, you might have heard people saying Jazakallahu khairan, This is another way to thank people, and I think it is the most preferable way to thank you, because when you are thanking the person in front of you, you're also making a dua for him or her. Now we will see, when you are talking to a male, how you say jazakallah, and to a female, how do you pronounce jazakallah. So there are some information or important points on this jazakallah. What is this made of? Jazakallah. Jaza means to reward. And ka, what is this ka? Ka with kaf, this letter is kaf. This letter is kaf with fatha, means jaza, reward, ka, damir. It is a pronoun, or in Arabic we call it damir. That means you. You use it when a male person is standing in front of you. When that male person is present in front of you, we use this damir ka fatha. So it is joined with this noun. This verb jazaka, that means verb jazaka, that reward you. And who is going to reward you? Allah. Allah, the lafzul jalala, Allah is doer, means the one who will reward you. The one who will reward you. What he will reward you? Khair. Khair means good, abundance, in abundance. Khair. So the whole meaning is Allah will reward you with khair. So it is a kind of dua, and it is most preferable to make a dua or say thank you to a person who has done something, even a small amount of good deed. If somebody does, you need to say jazakallahu khairan. This is the best and most beautiful way to thank somebody, thanking and making a dua for him or her. So in case of male, we use kaf with fatha. Jaza, as you can see here, jazakallahu khairan. And what about when you are with a female, single, feminine is in front of you? You say jazaki, the kaf with kasra. In this case, kaf kasra, it is a damir with you, female. We use it when there is a feminine singular, one female is there. Jazakillahu khairan. In this case, you will see this is for male and this is for feminine. Jazakillahu khairan. Everything will be the same, only the damir will change for male and female. Jazaki in case of feminine, singular. In case of male, singular, jazakallahu khairan, jazakillahu khairan. This is how you say for male and female. What about when a lot of people, a group want to thank a group of people? When we are like a group of students wants to thank a group of teachers. So how they will say? Jaza, the verb will be the same and the pronoun changes. Here noon with alif, it is called noon fa'ilin. Pronoun, it is also a pronoun and it means we, when there are a lot of people. So for both male and female, this noon alif works for both male and female. Means we. Jazana. Jazana Allahu. That means may Allah reward us and you all. What happens? What damir comes when you are saying you all for plural? Kum. Kum. And kum means pronoun for you all, male. And what is iya? Iya. Iya means towards you or to you. Okay. So in this case, we say Jazanallahu wa iyyakum. Like Allah reward us and to you all also. Iya means to you. There are a lot of details with this iya, but since it is beginning lessons, I don't want to go into details. Just for now, you can remember that iya means towards you or to you. So when we want to thank to lot of people, for plural it is kum. Now when I want to say Jazakumullahu khairan, this is not in the book, but I've given you an extra information. When we want to say lot of people, here lot of people wanted to thank lot of people, like lot of student wants to thank a lot of group of teachers. Now I want to thank a single person, want to thank lot of people, a group of people. So how will you say Jazakum Allahu khairan? Means when I'm sorry, it is a printing mistake, I have typed it wrong. When I want to thank a lot of people, it's I, please make a correction. It's wrong. When I want to thank lot of people, Jazakumullahu khairan, like Allah reward you all. Allah reward you all. When I want to thank a lot of students, I will say Jazakumullahu khairan. And letter Ya Midya. Now let's move on. There is a hadith of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم Man suni. It's a verb, but it is not with kasra. It's a printing mistake. You can put a fatha over ain. Man suni'a ilayhi ma'rufun. The one to whomsoever good is done. To whomsoever good is done. فَقَالَ لِفَعَيْلِ. The one who does it. And he says to the doer of it. The one, like if somebody does any good to you, what will you say to the person who has done good to you? The person who has done good to you is fa'il. So what will you say? Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah reward you. He faqad ablagha fi thina. Thina means praise. He has done his utmost in praising. Like it is the best way to praise. Jazakallah khairan is the best form of thanking a man for any benefit or gift received from him. It is both an expression of thankfulness to him and a prayer for him, as I've explained before, and it is common in which a Muslim thanks another. So let's come to the long vowel, which is also called in Arabic Ya Maddiya. Ya Maddiya, mean with fatha. Ya Maddiya or prolonged. Maddiya means prolonged. Maddiya comes from the word mad. Mad means prolonging or stretching the sound or making long sound. So from mad comes middiya, prolonged. So let's see how we pronounce. It is the same as we say double E. Indeed, we are stretching the sound of E, interior or the chest area in between. Ya Middiya comes from a letter with kasra. Whenever Ya comes, you will see or you will check the previous letter. The previous letter will always have a kasra, as in here in this example. If there is a Ya and you check the previous letter, if there is kasra, that means this Ya is a long vowel and has no mark above it. In this case, Ya doesn't have a mark above it or below it. So this is a long vowel. And how will you pronounce? As ba, kasra, and Ya, bee. Like you say bee in English, honeybee. Ta kasra ya, ti. Tha kasra ya, thi. Noon kasra ya, ni. And Ya kasra ya is yi. These are random words and reading practices. I'm not going through it, just some of them. Noon kasra ya, ni. Then ta ya, tinu. How are you prolonging the sound? Tinu. You're not saying tinu. Tinu. Ya, fatha, ba, kasra, and ya. Ya, bi, tu. You're prolonging your sound. Ya, B, ya, B, two. You are prolonging these two E sounds. Ya, B, two. Ba, fatha, ya with sukoon. So this is not a long vowel. Bai. Ta, kasra, Yes, baiti. And the last letter is ya. This is a long vowel. Baiti. You will prolong the sound of ya. Baiti. Binti. It's the same way. Binti. Bathi. Bathi. This is for reading practices. So I'm moving forward with the vocabulary. As you see, noon as a long vowel does not start. This is very important. The ya midia, when it is a long vowel, it does not start initially in any Arabic word. It will always be in between or in the last, but it will not start a word. So you will not find any Arabic word in which ya will be initial as a long vowel. But as a letter, it can start. Teenun. Ya is in between. It can be connected from both right and left side. In this case, Ali, yes, it is in the last initial, the last letter. It will be written as full form. And then isolated, it will be written in the full form. Ali means high, very high things. You can say Ali. And Nadi is club. Ifsil and ifsili, you need to separate these words na and ya. So noon and ya. Ya, ba, ta. Ya, ba, and ta. Na, ba, ya. Na, ba, ya. Ba and noon and ya. There are three. Okay. Then there are four letters here. What are they? Ya, noon, ya again, and then ba. Another exercise number 2, aina ya maddiya, means the long vowel. In Arabic, we say ya maddiya. Deen, I have some vocabulary here. All the meanings, I think I have given all the meanings here. Yes, it's here. Yes, all the meanings are here. You can see the meanings. Now we will complete this exercise. Is there a ya? Yes, in between. Baina? Yes, it has a ya in between. So when you look for ya midiya, look in between or at the end, not the initial letter. Yusuf, this is the initial. So it cannot be a ya midiya. It is the ya written as a letter. Here it comes as a letter. So we will not mark this word as this ya is not coming as a ya with the ya. In this word, you see there are two ya. The first ya is used as a ya letter. The third letter in this word is a ya midya, a long vowel. So yes, we will mark this word. Taqiyun. In this word, ya is the last letter and it is coming as a ya midya. How do I know that it is a ya midya? There are two letters. So first we will break down this word. It is taqi. So we will break down ta, qaf. Two letters ta, qaf with kasra. Now ya is with shadda. The first, ya, first ya plus the second ya, it is with dhamma. So what happened? Should we put a ya sukoon? Sukoon on the ya? No. Why? Because we checked the letter previous. It has a kasra. So ya is going with kasra. Ya has a corresponding haraka. So this means that this ya is a long vowel and we are searching words having a long vowel. So taqi has a long vowel. One ya has a long vowel. One ya is a long vowel. The other ya is coming as a letter. So yes, this word has a long vowel. So we will mark this. Ainun, in this case, ya is in between. Yes, it is a ya, but it has a sukoon above it. This is not a long vowel. Teenun, ya in between is coming as a long vowel. As you can see, there is no haraka. Proof number 1. Proof number 2, the letter previously, has a kasra. Proof number 2. Yes, it is a long vowel. Yaumun. Yaum is coming as an initial letter. So it is not a long vowel. As you have done it before, just now, that this ya long vowel cannot start a word in Arabic. So this is not a long vowel. Veil, is this ya long vowel? No, because ya has a sukun. Teen, let's check. Teen, does it have a long vowel? Ya does not have a sukun, the first proof. The second proof, it is preceded by a kasra. Before ya, there is a kasra, as you can see here. Yes, it is a long vowel. The second proof. Azim, yes, this is a long vowel. How? No haraka, proof number 1. Proof number 2, a kasra before it. The previous letter has a kasra. Proof number 2, yes, it has a long vowel. Nabi, same like taqi. Noon, ba. Noon, ba has a kasra. Ba with a ya plus another ya with a dhamma. So do we need to put a sukoon over the ya? No, we will check the letter before it. It has a kasra. So this shows it is a second proof that this ya is a long vowel. So yes, we will mark this word. Isa, this is the name of the prophet. Does it has a long vowel? Yes, because this ya does not have a haraka over it and the letter before it has a kasra. Yes, the second proof. Isa has a long vowel. Rahim, yes, the ya does not have a sukoon and the previous letter has a kasra. It has a long vowel. Khair, in this case, ya has a sukoon. It's not coming as a long vowel but as a letter. Tahta, Noya. Kareem, it's just like Rahim. So yes, it has a long vowel. Ghani, just like Taqi, Nabi and Ghani, it also has a long vowel. You can take down the meanings from here. And let's move on to this. This is a very good exercise. هل هذه الياء مدية؟ لماذا? Means, is it ya midya? Is it a long vowel? You need to check the words and see, is it a long vowel? And limaza means why. If there is a long vowel, you need to give your reasons why it is a long vowel. And if it is not, then also you have to give reasons that why it is not a ya midya. So this is a very good exercise we will do together. So the first word has been done for you, teen. Is it a midya? Yes. How? How do you know? Give reasons. Has no mark above it and it is preceded by a kasra, means the letter before ya is having a kasra. So these are the two proofs, 1 and 2. This is the proof number 2. So that's how you prove that it is a long vowel ya. Ya midiya. So let's go on to the next word, baiti. Is it a long vowel ya or no? No, it's not a long vowel. Why? We will give our reasons. First, you will put a no and then what are the reasons? It has a mark over it. It has a haraka over it. Now, as you are learning Arabic, try to use more Arabic words. It has a haraka over it. And the second proof, the letter before it does not have a kasra. The letter before it has no kasra. Binti, does it have a long vowel? Yes, the last letter is a long vowel. What are your reasons? It has no haraka. It has no haraka. And the second proof, the letter before has a kasra. So this is how you will give your reasons. Nabi, yes, as we have done here in Taqi, Nabi, yes, there is a long vowel. And same reasons you are going to give it. It has no haraka and the letter before has a kasra. Since it this ya has a shadda, that means two yas are overlapping. You need to break down like this and then see whether this ya has a sukun or not. If in this case it had a kasra before it, so that means it's a long vowel ya. And some words does not have kasra before it, then you need to say that no, just like in this case the letter before ya does not have a kasra, it has a fatha, so you need to give your reasons. Yes, and you need to give your reasons that it has no haraka and the letter before has a kasra. Baini, sorry, yabni. Yabni, does it have a fatha? Does it have a long vowel middiya? Ya middiya? No. Because this vowel, what is the reason? Here the same answer and no. Here we don't have a long vowel ya middiya. Why? Because long vowel ya does not start as initial letter. Remember we did it. The initial letter ya long vowel cannot start any Arabic word. So that's why it is not a long vowel. So let's come to the exercise of qul and insakh. As you know, it cannot start any Arabic word as an initial letter or initial vowel. Vowels cannot come initially. It will always be in between or in the end. So in this case, we will write teen, ta, ya, and noon. Continue writing without lifting your pen, and in the last you can put all the dots and haraka. Ti, noon. Ali, ain, above the line with continuation with the long vowel. Then lift up your pen, lam, and continue with the ya initial letter. Ali. Noon, continue with the long vowel elif, noon with dot and fatha, na, dal on the line with a kasra and ya, na, di. This is how you will write the vocabulary. Now there is a short grammar lesson. This is just a gist of grammar. Since you all are beginners, I will not give you the full details, but what has been given here, I'm going to just explain it to you. In this case, what they have given here, it is a pronoun. This ya, what we learned here is baiti, or since there's a one word here like baiti. Baiti. I will show you where that word is. Baiti. I think there is, but let me give you the example. Okay, since I have given you a figure or a chart just like a chemistry equation, in this box, possessive pronouns in Arabic. So if you want to say something that belongs to you, you use a possessive pronouns. If I want to say my book, that means this book is mine. This book belongs to me. So how are you going to say in Arabic? If you see in English, we use this possessive pronoun first and then comes the noun. Pronoun first and then comes the noun. In Arabic, what happens? First comes the noun and then comes the pronoun. So this is how Arabic works. So in this case, likewise, how it was written my and then book, we will write in Arabic. What is the noun here? Book. So what do we call kitab in Arabic? It is kitab. Kitab. So what happens? Kitab is our noun. And what is our pronoun? Ya. This red is written. This red ya which is written here is our pronoun. So it will join with ba. What happens when it joins with ba? It gives Kita. Kita. B means my book. Kitabi means my book. So this is coming as a possessive pronoun here. So possessive pronouns in Arabic are letters attached to the end of the nouns. Ya middiya is equivalent to the pronoun y. Okay. So in some words like taqi, nabi, those were letters and also pronouns in it. But in case of binti, baiti, these are all coming at the end. If they are coming at the end with a noun, that means it is a possessive pronoun. Long vowel ya and possessive pronoun ya, they are similar looking. But their work is also similar, but they are known, they have a different identity. They look like same, their work is same, but they have different identity. In case of ya long vowel ya midya, they give a long sound like e, they give a long sound, and they come without harakas and without any other harakas. They are empty and they are known or recognized with no harakas and a letter carrying a kasra before it. What about the possessive pronoun ya? Possessive pronoun also looks like same. It also gives a long sound like double E, and they also come with kasra. But they are known, this ya is known as ya midiya, and this is known as possessive pronoun ya. Ya mutakallim. You say it as ya u mutakallim. Ya'u mutakallim. So this is how you say pronouns in Arabic. We will do this inshallah in details, but not now. One comes as a possessive pronouns and one comes as long vowel ya. They both look the same. They both look the work same, similar work, but their identity is different. One is known as ya midya, the other is known as ya mutakallim or possessive pronoun ya. So when it is attached, as you can see in this chart, bint is a noun. When it is attached with ya, that is the possessive pronoun or ya mutakallim, which means my, it becomes bint. It becomes bint plus ya binti, means my daughter. It means my daughter. Okay. So this shows how we use pronouns in Arabic. As I have told you, pronouns are always attached at the end of the noun. In English, pronoun comes first and then the noun. But in Arabic, noun comes first and then the pronoun. This is the major difference in English and Arabic. So with this, we come to the end of the lesson. I hope I have made myself clear with this lesson. Any mistakes, you are most welcome to let me know, and any questions you can ask me freely, and I will come shortly with another video with the another lesson with wow as a letter and wow as a long vowel. We are slowly moving to all the vowels. Right now we learn ya as a long vowel, and in next video we will learn wow as a letter and as a long vowel. For till then, take care and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.